to be here.
Yeah, all right, so just why don't you walk us through the last 2 or 3 days? Give us your timeline of events here.
I was actually going to run the Falmouth Mile, so I feel like I've been over this story so many times. I was actually up there. My parents were coming because they haven't gotten to watch me at all this year, or in the last little bit, last like year and a half. So they had come up. It was like Darren, my parents and I, we were on like a little road trip. And I got the phone call that if I could get to Moscow by Sunday morning, I could be on the team.
What day was this?
Thursday. So I didn't have my visa yet, but I had the letter of invite, and it was in the glove compartment of the car. So we went directly to Walgreens, got the passport photo that I needed, printed off my visa application, took all that, drove to New York City. Luckily, my agent had gotten in contact with someone there ahead of time because we got there at 5:02 or something, and it closes at 5. So we're like standing in front. If you've ever been to the Russian consulate in New York, there's these big gates, and you're like standing by the door, and there's a little buzzer that you can like talk to someone.
Same thing in DC.
Yeah, and we were like, we need to speak to so-and-so, we need to speak to so-and-so, and they're like, hold on. They were like, what's your name? And I was like, Sarah Brown. Like 10, 15 minutes later, they let us in, and I'm able to like hand over all my paperwork. They're like, come back tomorrow at 11. So at that point, we felt confident enough to schedule a flight for like 2:25. So I literally picked up my visa and went straight to the airport to get on a plane. Landed here yesterday at around 8 o'clock, and now I'm here.
In the morning?
Yes.
And now you're in the semifinals, so how does that feel?
Awesome. Really, my goal was just to get through this round. I was in the third heat. I knew the time I needed to run. Got a little stuck with 150 to go behind someone because I actually finished kind of strong for considering what I've been through. But I knew the time, so I was like, just keep focusing on getting through this round. Normally I'm stronger as rounds go on, and hopefully with more sleep I'll be ready to go.
So where are your parents? Are they still in Falmouth? Are they still on vacation?
No, they're actually back in Virginia now cheering me on.
Oh, okay.
They were so supportive. My husband, my agent, my parents, like we were basically on the road for like 24 hours trying to get all this stuff done, and they were just amazing.
Now, some people were wondering, how did it end up with you being the alternate instead of being Rowberry?
You know, I'm not actually sure. I just got the phone call and had so little time to think about anything that my goal was get here. The rumor that I heard, and I don't really know, it was that with her declaring in the 5K, I guess they just put me down as the alternate. And that's all I know. And
so you knew all when you were carrying around the letter, so you kind of were wondering.
Well, it's funny. Right before we left Tennessee, we got in the car and I was like, you know what, I should grab that letter. You never know. Like, I had no idea I was still getting emails because I'm somehow on the list. I was getting all the Moscow emails, so it kind of kept me a little bit in the know, but I had put it out the back door. I didn't think there was any chance.
Had you heard any rumors about Mosier being hurt or anything like that ahead of time?
I had heard people saying she had dropped out of a race or something, and I personally didn't know much though. I wish her the best. I heard, she's injured, so haven't gotten to talk to her, but.
So do you think mom and dad were up at 2 a.m. watching you online or something?
I think they were. Probably set an alarm. I don't think they stayed up, but I bet you they were.
Very good. Congratulations.
On our slow internet at home.
Dial up.
So I want to ask you just what do you think was more difficult, going to the trials last year, a little underprepared, or coming here for this?
I was just comparing, like, that was my motivation for here. I was like, I'm an underdog. No one really thinks. There's people out there who support me, and I'm so grateful for that, but I know that there's probably a lot of people who are like, ooh, why is she in there? So, last year I took it one round at a time, and I came in with that same mindset. Like, I paralleled it a lot. Like, my husband who coaches me, that's kind of our parallel. He was like, think about it as you took the trials, one round at a time.